Today on the mat, I want to talk about the importance of meeting our lives. And what I mean by that is we as humans, as living, breathing beings with the human consciousness that we possess, we go through things. We don't have to go seeking things to go through. Sometimes things just arrive. Oftentimes, things just arrive seemingly out of nowhere. Some may say even randomly so. You're going about the days of your life and a diagnosis comes along, or you find out someone very close to you has passed away. Maybe you were laid off. Whatever it is, conflict, disagreements, miscommunications, whatever it is, we go through things. And a lot of times we feel like we shouldn't be going through anything, that somehow life is just supposed to be even keeled, just so, nothing happening. And when something does come along, there's that resistance. What's going on? Why is this happening? I can't believe anything is happening other than what I want to happen, right? It happens. We can go there in our thoughts and then spiral down a rabbit hole of that. And unfortunately, that resistance, the why me, creates a kind of suffering that takes us away from anything we could see, gain insight from, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, or even if there's nothing at all, just our ability to be okay with the tumultuous way of things, to have a level of peace, even in the midst of the turbulence or the uncertainty or the unknown. And so what I mean by meeting the moment is just entering next to it, right? Entering in, sitting beside the matter and just being. Not adding anything to it, not taking anything away. And it's a practice. It's all easier said than done, right? That's true. It's all easier said than done. And yet, the only way we gain more ease with the doing is to practice it. So how do we practice meeting the moment? Let's say there's conflict and we feel a physiological response and we're sort of riled up. We feel our hearts are beating fast. Maybe we feel perspiration, hands are clammy, all back hurting, whatever it is. That becomes information. Let me pause and give myself a moment. Let me go through these feelings before I face the matter. That's not avoiding, that's grounding oneself. That's putting ourselves in the position to be able to respond versus react. And we might have to do that again and again in any given moment, with any interaction or with any upsetting news. It's not that we practice once and we've got it. No, in this 10 minutes that we're navigating this, we might have to return again and again, every minute, to dropping in and grounding ourselves so that we can meet it. Otherwise, we risk adding more to it, begrudging it, resisting it, the shouldn't be. All of the thoughts we think and the commiseration we speak about the matter we do not desire. But when we meet it, we say, okay, this is what's happening. I don't have an answer for it, or this is difficult to be with, but this is what's happening. If I resist it or begrudge it or commiserate or kick and scream, guess what? It's still what's happening. Now I've just added a whole bunch more to it. It's like a layered cake of your worst flavor. But now you have more of it to eat, more to sift through. It was enough just dealing with the matter. Now we've added more to it. So when we meet the moment, there's nothing to do but be with it and see what it requires of us. And if we have what it takes to meet it, if we have the information that maybe it's asking for, whatever it is, but when we add more suffering, when we add a whole backstory to it, or when we resist, we're not even available to see it clearly. We're not available to meet the moment. So if you don't have anything good to add, something that's already difficult, be mindful not to add anything that's going to make what is already difficult more difficult. Meeting the moment is walking alongside the situation or the reality. If the moment requires navigating a conflict, meeting the moment means I'm going to sit on my hands and fight against my defenses. I'm going to practice not taking this personally so that I can hear and try to put myself over there where the other person is sitting. How might I expand outside of my own perspective to see yours? I may not agree. I may not like it. It may be very hard. I may not even like your delivery. But I have a choice. I can get caught up in the delivery. I can get caught up in how hard it is, or I can just hear the information. What are you saying? And then maybe I request, hey, it's hard enough to hear it. Do you mind saying it a little differently? That's meeting the moment as opposed to reacting and now we're distracted from the moment. If illness or loss comes up, how are we meeting that? Maybe you just can be in the quiet, just let the tears be. Right? But we don't have to add more to it, stirring it in. And somehow we think, oh, I'm dealing with it by talking poorly about it, by commiserating, by ruminating. Oh, I'm dealing with it. Actually, you're adding more to it. You're not dealing with it at all. You're stirring the pot. And a lot of times we're not even aware that we're stirring the pot. We really do think we're dealing with it. We think we're giving it thought, that we're being with it, that we're meeting it, but we're not. And there's no judgment there. That's just awareness and practice. Awareness and practice. We fail today, we try again tomorrow. We fail right now, we do better in an hour. We don't throw in the towel. We keep returning again and again and again and again and again to the place of where we've fallen. That's where we rise. We rise from the place of where we fall. If I fall here, I can't get up over there. If I fall here, I have to get up right here. And before I take that step, let me reflect on what caused me to fall. And then let me be mindful not to repeat that exact behavior. Maybe I'll think, what step might I take forward that lessens the likelihood that I will fall? I keep having the same argument again and again, the same situation again and again. I can't expect for that other person to change. Let me just meet this moment. How might I be different? Instead of having the same thoughts, how might I think otherwise, other than how I've been thinking? Whatever the issue is, meeting the moment is being awake, alert, present, and mindful enough to see it clearly, which means you're not distracted by the emotion and the feeling and the dissatisfaction and the attachment to the outcomes. You're not there. You've processed through that, or you're practicing out of that to arrive at, okay, this is a red light. How might I see this red light clearly and stop thinking it green or yellow or blue. Oh, it's a red light, but I don't really want it to be red, so I'm going to go anyway. Boom, right? So meeting the moment is being able to ground ourselves enough to be present, to see it clearly. Because when we see things clearly, we're likely to have the information to know how to navigate it, how to proceed. But often we're in our own way. So today on the mat, I want to remind you, and I want to remind myself, to be mindful to meet the moment, to ground ourselves enough to be awake and be present so that we can be available for the information and know how to proceed. We are all capable of practicing that. Not perfection, but practicing it. So here's to the practice of meeting the moment.